All right, people should be coming in. Here they come.
Excellent.
Hi, everybody. We're going to give it a couple minutes here, or a minute or so, let people in the room.
Bill, I was going to tell you, they've been filming, I think it's like a new spin-off of The Walking Dead all over Richmond.
Oh,
So it's been really funny. Like I had a friend and she was like, yeah, I was at Maymont with a bunch of like my kids' class. And then there were zombies in the background because they were filming in part of Maymont.
oh, cool. What's it called?
I think it's like Walking Dead End of the World or something like that.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, the last episode of The Walking Dead that I saw was called Here's Negan, and Jeffrey he plays himself. He plays himself throughout different stages of his life.
Oh, cool.
You kind of see what got him there.
Yeah,
right.
that sounds fun.
I think we're set. I think we're ready to go. Hi, everybody. This is John. Welcome to episode 10,000 and something. I have no idea what episode we're on. I just know that I haven't missed one yet. Thank you for being here tonight. We are going to do 4 poses. Currently, Cassandra Loomis Kim, Don Kilpatrick, and Bill Cobe are here in the room with me. Timmy is not present tonight, so he's left us to our own devices. We can do whatever we want. So we're gonna stick to our 4 poses. They're roughly 20 minutes a piece. At the end of each pose, and here I'll show you we are drawing superheroes tonight, and we're going to start with Chadwick Boseman, and this is a great photograph. The thing's killer. And then I've been kind of playing around with it as we've been warming up here, putting the room together. Next, Gal Gadot. And then I know this isn't a superhero character, but it's just too good not to do it. It's such a great photo.
Say it's a superhero account.
Oh, I mean, and he should be James Bond. That's how I see it. This guy is going to be James Bond someday.
Mm-hmm.
Idris Elba. Okay, so I should have said this. Idris is from the UK. Gal Gadot is from Israel. Chadwick Boseman is the only American actor that we have in here tonight. And then Margot Robbie from Australia. So we got a pretty eclectic group and great photography. When you're done with your drawing, post it to hashtag illustration isolation. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to go. The order is the order right? I think it's correct.
Yeah,
The
that's
same
the right
order. Okay, so I am going to, if you have questions, please use the chat. Maybe Cassandra and Bill, you can, and Don, yeah, you can all help me with the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a first-time person here. This is great, Leslie. I hope you'll post your work, Leslie. Don't be intimidated. In fact, I will do a really bad drawing and make it so you're not intimidated. I can promise you that. So let's get started. Welcome, and I am going to stop sharing, and here we go.
Also, in the chat, if you can set it to panelists and attendees, then everybody can read what you're writing.
Yeah, thank you very much, Cassandra.
Yes.
Oh, Adam just came into the room.
Adam's here. All right.
Hey. No one likes that guy.
Oh, man, I
This
thought we were gonna get through another week without him. That's odd, man.
I'm here to bring down the real estate values.
This guy.
God, I wonder what happens on the times I don't show up.
Yeah.
I go back.
Trash talk you big time.
I'm gonna go watch some tapes. Yeah.
Get some.
Welcome, Brenda, another first timer.
Yeah, there was a couple first timers from that I was seeing. So we're so happy everyone's shown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
Got to start somewhere, right? Or sometime.
Hmm.
The questions in the Q&A are just, hi, first time person. So we're good. Yeah. And you can also type your questions in the chat too, because it's easier for us to see it.
How's everybody doing?
Good, Don. Don, I'm going to compliment you on the killer demo you did the other night for
Oh
Studio
yeah,
Day.
I watched it yesterday. It was really good, Don.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. That was a great. Really, it's been fun doing this for this month. Yeah, really appreciate it.
It was awesome.
If you haven't seen it, check Don's lecture and demos that he's doing on
In his
Studio Bridge this
overly
month.
simple painting that he did.
Beautiful painting.
Thank
That
you.
was the most complicated image to break down.
I was kind of nervous going into it. I got to be honest. I was like, well, and I haven't worked on that series in a few months. I've kind of set it aside with everything else going on. And so I was just like, but I really, I had a great time with it. And I think it came together, ultimately, and just, yeah.
Oh,
Don,
yeah.
when I saw that reference, Don, I was like, you're screwed. It's like,
I thought so too.
how is he going to get through that?
For people who don't know the image he picked, it was like this night scene on a sidewalk in Tokyo of a man on his bike with like construction overhang. Like there was so much going on it, and he managed to really pull it off beautifully. So yeah.
Well, thanks.
They managed to simultaneously be like the bravest and most competent guy on the internet at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not often everyone gets to be both of those.
Trying, man, trying. It was, yeah. I almost went with the other image, and I'm kind of glad I that one there was what I ended up going with, because that's been one I've been dying to do for quite a while now in that series. I'm really happy with where it's going.
You did an unbelievably good job.
Oh, thanks.
Great demo, great explanation. You didn't lose focus while you were talking and drawing.
It's hard to do.
That's hard to do, man. It happens to me all the time. It's like I'll just be drawing and talking, then all of a sudden I just completely stop talking. Like right in the middle of a sentence, I'll go back and listen. It's like, what did I do? And it's
yeah, I'm the king of that too. If you've had me I tend to do that. Well, I don't know if it's just the practice being online as much as we have this year, but in person, I feel like I was doing that all the time. And yeah, I'm wondering if I'll revert back to that when I'm doing that stuff in person again,
Okay, so do you ever watch somebody using scissors, and as they cut, they open and close their mouth? It's like they open and close their mouth while they're cutting, whatever it is. I realized I did that when I painted. And so I'm watching this demo of me painting one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to break that habit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I've seen video of myself playing guitar. I mean, that's actually worse than painting as far as faces go. But I've seen myself make the vowel sounds of what I'm playing. So it looks like I'm either I don't know, like I've got Novocaine that I'm trying to get the last get some sensation back from or something.
I love the Novocaine reference.
Yeah.
That's the.
I don't even want to know what I look like. I probably just have my mouth open just the whole time while I'm looking at what I'm doing.
Oh God.
Well, Cassandra, it wasn't me opening and closing my mouth. It was just opening my mouth. And so and I realized it when Josh George did a drawing of me while I was doing the demo, and he drew me with my mouth wide open and his drool coming out of my mouth. was like, thank you, Josh.
That's like someone doing a sleeping drawing, and like your mouth is just wide open.
Oh.
Yep.
Probably when I would draw people like on the train, like I only got caught once or twice, even by like other people. But someone would always be like, "Oh, are you gonna show him that?" And I would say like, "I think this is the last thing he wants to know about himself." Any of us really want to know what we look like when we're reading the thing in our lap, half asleep?
My old boss used to fall asleep in the break room all the time, so I drew him on a paper towel and just tacked it up on the community board, and he was so mad.
I like that old boss.
Yeah.
How long
How'd that
did
turn out
take?
for you?
And he still stayed my boss for a long time. I just had kids and things changed, It wasn't
Okay.
because I drew him sleeping. I did straight up laminate that picture when he tried to throw it away and hung it back up.
That's awesome. It's so great.
The thing I like about doing these Zoom sessions with people is everyone's like, you get to find out whose internet voice sounds really just so nice. And then you get to find out in that internet voice what they do. It's sort of like the phone voice mixed with like podcast voice, And,
Yeah.
How is the internet voice different than any other voice? Is there like some,
Ooh, good question.
is it the delivery
Yeah, I
system
don't know.
or
I think you might be calling me out for having not given this enough thought before opening my gap about it.
sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. I'm like,
You
I
didn't
don't
think
know.
the comedy all the way through.
Big burn.
God, I'm so, the heckler, Sorry, man. That was totally unintentional, but I just,
No.
it's like you're doing stand up and I'm like, wait, can you explain that joke? That makes no sense to me at all.
Bill has a talent for that. He seriously does. Like when we'll be saying something in Studio Bridge and I'll know a little bit about the person that we're talking about. He inevitably asks the question that I have no idea. I mean, it's just like it's like a laser beam.
I'm so
Whatever
sorry.
I don't know about this person, Bill's going to ask the question.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Or are you? Sorry. It's like,
Or is that just your internet voice telling us you're sorry?
Just
That's
my
right.
internet.
It's his internet mind.
exactly.
That's my alter ego, You don't know which one you're getting. Right? I don't know. I just assume that if you're talking about somebody, you
would know about them.
know about them.
I can know a little bit about something and talk about that forever. So, you can't make that assumption.
Right. Well, I caught myself, I was telling this story to students and then I thought about it afterwards and I'm like, at this point, I don't even know if that story's true. I don't even care if that story's true. It's a good story. So whether a story is true or not is really irrelevant as to whether it's got any value to me, especially as a teaching tool.
Right. Like if the lesson remains intact, the lesson might even be better than if you told the truth.
Right. The stories, if I forgot, somebody told me recently that if you tell a story more than once, it automatically becomes fiction or something like that.
What?
No, that doesn't make
Tell
sense.
the same story all the time. I would say that's probably completely true.
Yeah.
Dale Stefanos just joined us.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, everybody.
Dale probably felt he didn't have to draw a Chadwick because, once you win a medal with a portrait, you don't have to draw it.
Dale, are you here tonight because you knew Timmy wouldn't be here?
Yes, so I'm going to say whatever I want.
toxoplasmosis.
He has a way of getting back to you, you know.
Toxoplasmosis. Let's go with toxoplasmosis.
Thanks for joining, Dale.
Yeah, I'm sorry I've been missing it.
You've been
Happy
working,
back.
man.
I know the money thing is always getting in the way.
The money thing.
Hey, it's good to have the money thing.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm looking at Adam. My goodness.
Again, going for stunt doubles.
Wow.
I'm struggling, so I'm not looking at anybody.
Yeah, I'm struggling too, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to see.
Bill, that's awesome. And Don, what a great talk this past week.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, really, really enjoyed watching you paint and hearing about the whole process.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it means a lot. I really enjoyed it. It was, and I'm looking forward to next week. I'm, getting stuff ready for that. So be on the lookout.
Don, how's your hand?
It's doing all right. It's doing good. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would, but I was wondering when that was going to come up. So
Well, I mean, if you put it on Instagram, I feel like I'm allowed.
I know I'm asking for it. I know, oversharing.
What'd you do, Don? I didn't catch it.
Something. No, I
Can we talk about it?
What
Or is it?
a lovely evasive answer that was.
No, let's guess what happened.
no, John. No, yeah.
Does it
I
involve a cat?
wanted to keep it from John, but no. No, I was gonna say, like, I cut myself with one of my carving tools again.
Oh.
Again?
Yeah, good times. Yeah, same tool too. That's the thing. Same tool that got me on the same hand. So it's just,
You should get rid of that tool.
That's what I was thinking.
It's-
And I
Yeah,
think
'cause
the first time you cut yourself, you can be like, oh man, I should be more careful. The second time you cut yourself with the same tool, I think it's completely okay to blame the tool then. Like
Yeah.
clearly this thing just has it out for you.
It
Yeah.
totally is.
There's
It's
nothing you
cursed.
could have done.
It's totally cursed. Yeah.
Don, get rid of the tool before it gets rid of you.
Exactly. Nah, just stupid boneheaded thing, like I wasn't even carving with it. I'm doing some work here in my basement trying to fix things up and all this stuff, and I was using it to chisel off some debris. I exposed basically things down to the framing and was doing some work. Anyway, I didn't even injure myself using it. I usually have corks on the end of these things, and I was shoving the cork back on the end of it, and I made the mistake of doing that in the palm of my hand. So
Ooh.
yeah, not a good idea. But it wasn't too bad. It was only just a couple of stitches. So
Ooh.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say that in context, it actually seems that the tool felt a little disrespected. Getting the job with maintenance. It's like, hey man, we got a transfer for you today. Oh, that's awesome. Is it a promotion? Well,
yeah.
I like to scrape this paint.
Well, and it's a very it's a very special tool as well. I mean, it really is. It's like it's one of my file. It's this Swiss brand of tools, so it's not just like any wasn't.
It's a bloodletting tool. It's perfect.
There you go.
It required a sacrifice to continue to be appreciated.
Yeah, it was definitely not gonna let me off for easy.
Well, I was kind of talking about that about you on Monday night. Telling everybody what like a manly man you were.
I know.
About being around you, going into your studio and seeing the tools and the Carhartt, all the clothing that you look like you guy you would see at a diner, that made stuff.
That's my thing, man.
That's your persona.
Yeah.
Added another
So stitches
star
and
to my
blood and all of that stuff is part of it, man.
I gotta say, the first time in my life where I watched the doctor stitch it up, I didn't think I could do it, and I was like, I'm gonna try this, and it was really interesting, actually, like him doing all the stuff. But I got a little woozy at the end, so there you go.
Yeah, I find that stuff like, even if it's on me, I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, every stitch I've ever gotten, I watched.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Dang.
Let them watch
one
once they
thing,
numb it.
but beyond that, they weren't.
I remember being like, I don't know, 6 years old or something, and cutting my chin open because I was doing something stupid. And there were like 13 stitches. And I totally wanted to see what was,
Oh man.
I had a mirror down there. I was like, what did
I wish I was that that brave to do that, but I've never been able to do it.
Don, you're really hurting the persona.
I know, Don.
Yeah,
You had me there for a long time, Now,
Yeah.
The correct response is, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, MBD.
For Studio Bridge marketing purposes, Don is lying. He's really fine with seeing bloodletting, especially his own.
Yeah.
He's gonna cut himself live on.
stay in character, Don.
Wow.
Stay in character.
Got dark.
It's getting weird quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after that talk, John said, you look like someone who makes stuff. And I was like, man, I'm hitting Amazon, gonna buy myself some Carhartt.
Oh, they're the best coats ever.
I'm gonna make it look like I make stuff now. And then here you are, like, you can't even watch yourself get stitched, dude.
Oh, come on, man. I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
I was gonna go out and get myself some insulated flannel, but now I'm just gonna give myself a paper cut.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I opened myself up.
Oh, I like that. The joke was so good, he was in stitches.
Oh,
Good job, Tim.
Oh,
wow. Where's Timmy?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
You've been in illustration isolation of when ...
Oh man. Yeah, you guys got to get your Carhartt gear, man.
I'm a big fan of Duluth. What about Duluth?
Oh, I don't know, man. Well, Duluth is all right. I got a good friend that works there, so that is.
Their overalls are awesome.
Are they rival gangs?
You guys not fans of Tractor Supply then? Tractor Supply is where I get all my shirts.
Hey,
They're good.
yeah.
Mostly
I'm all
because
about
I
good overalls.
find a second store. I don't know what I do. I zero in, and that's it.
Yeah, no, it's. I gotta tell you though, I can, being technically working with the college, I'm a vendor for them. So if
For Carhartt?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What?
so it's kind of nice. I got a good deal on their stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that would
No
definitely
wonder you
affect
have more Carhartt stuff.
Yeah. Well, and my good friend studio mate, we do a lot of projects together. He works as a graphic designer for Carhartt, and I have a lot of former students that have worked with them from time to time, full-time, freelance, all that kind of stuff. So,
Is it a Detroit-based company?
yeah, they're
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. They're originated here. I don't think they make everything out of Detroit, but they make a lot there. Actually, when the car business initially boomed way back, they used to make cars. They made cars for a short time, actually, at the beginning. When the company was just new, but it was kind of like computer companies back in the day where you had
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of them, and they all happened to be here in the area because that's where the hub of it was, right? Still, pretty much is, but yeah, I always thought that was interesting. I never would have thought that, but they've been great. They do a lot of sponsored projects with our college and a lot of stuff with the community. They're a pretty good group.
That's very cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, they've been really great.
Well, how are their overalls? Can you get me a discount on overalls?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll talk.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk.
That could be our sponsor, and we'll all.
Hey.
Ah.
No, it really is well built stuff. I mean, I you know, like I've got a work apron that I'm telling you, it's like it's all kinds of beating, and it's still pretty good.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm big fan of it. You know, I typically don't go super crazy, but yeah, the overalls are cool too. The thing is they've kind of updated. You know, they've got their classic. You know, what you think of, at least the classic old timey overall.
Mhm.
They still produce those, but a lot of the stuff they have is workwear, and it's got like the modern cut to it. So they're just they fit a lot better.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Big fan.
Well, yeah. Now that makes way more sense.
And the look is cool too. I like the look of it, you know. I think
It's all very for me, it's all very location specific, you know, especially living where you do, Don. That's
Oh, yeah.
such an appropriate look.
oh yeah.
You should look like you make stuff if you live in Detroit, right?
Oh yeah. I mean
We went to just it was funny, you were talking about traveling in your talk. That we traveled a lot in 2019. We went to Italy for the first time, Ireland. But when we were in Florence, everyone was dressed so beautifully.
Immaculately, right?
Oh my God. Like the guys hanging out on the corner were just like the shoes and the suits, you know, and I just thought, man, I wish I could do that at home, but I would just be such a weirdo, you know?
I know all the women are in like these beautiful linen dresses.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like they're just casually going around.
Yeah, that's just what life is like.
Think of that, a spandex suit. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, I have that, John. I mean, come on. I just got out of that. That's why I was a little late.
awesome.
Rescue any cats out of trees today?
No cats up trees. Just going really fast.
There you go.
No burning cars or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, just an average old day.
Yeah, trying to leave it for the first responders.
Oh man.
That's generous.
Where's Timmy surfing?
He has somebody in town
Oh cool.
that he's hanging out with.
The last time that happened, they were in town for several months, weren't they?
Yeah, they moved in. So
Yeah.
Or is anybody back to mask mandate where they live now?
we
A
do.
lot of masks. A lot of masks here.
We're back to mask mandate now.
So it's a state mandate or
I only know it's Orange County in North Carolina where I live, so.
Yeah.
City mandate with us.
I wouldn't mind one. When things are happening that I'm not qualified to make decisions about, I wouldn't mind someone telling me what the smart thing to do would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm with you 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fine with me. Take it off, put it on, whatever.
But you know, there's exceptions, you know, like if you have a medical exception or a religious exception, and you don't have to say what that exception is, and that seems very like a slippery slope to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, way too arbitrary.
Right.
And totally unrelated. Has anybody started the show What If that was on?
No.
You guys hear about this?
No.
Not if I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so the first episode just aired yesterday on Disney Plus, and what it is, it's a whole bunch of like Marvel stories,
Yeah.
and it's from the point of view of like, what if one thing happened differently? So last night's episode was, what if Peggy Carter got into the machine instead of like Captain America, and she got all like, and she became Captain Carter. That's what she's called.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm
Oh,
not
that's
spoiling anything. It's just that is literally the description of the episode. So every episode is a different like flip flop on like the story you know so well. Like, what if this happened instead?
Yeah. You know, that's
awesome.
based on a series.
Yeah, it's on a comic book series and it's animated, so they try to make it look like, kind of more comic book or graphic novel style.
That's cool.
I just somehow, I have no idea how, came up on my screen while I was looking for a baseball game and saw the movie Pig. Has anybody seen that?
What's it
No,
called?
I just heard about it.
Yeah, I've heard about it too, but I want to see it.
What's it called
It
again?
wasn't what I expected. It's Nicolas Cage, but it was good.
What was it on? What is it streaming on?
Oh, I don't know. That's not helpful. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm so.
Like a chef, right?
Maybe it's Hulu. I'm not sure,
To check it out.
but it was pretty good.
Nicolas Cage is also in The History of Swearing.
You know, I saw that and I felt so sorry for him that I had to turn it off.
Oh, I
Was it-
really liked it.
Was that entertaining? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, wow, this guy had such a promising career. And here we are.
Yeah. No, I liked it because there's lots of comedians on there, and Elvis Mitchell, the writer, is on there,
Oh, okay.
and there's all these professors who study language, and
So I was just letting my East Coast snob thing kick in.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You said it, not me.
It's
so.
okay with me. I embrace it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's kind of. It's like, yeah, you're embarrassed for him, absolutely. But everything else, Nikki Glazer's on it, and a whole bunch of other comedians.
Oh, okay. Anyway, he was good in this movie. It's not perfect, but what is?
Raising Arizona.
Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Classic.
But I've got no other offers of perfection. I'll just
You didn't like adaptation?
actually I haven't seen adaptation. I really wanted to. There's stretches of like my child rearing past that completely missed out on large sections of pop culture.
Yeah,
I
likewise.
understand that.
Like I just had to pick and choose. There were things that I could stay like, knowledgeable about or involved in, but it took sacrifices. And
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it was always like whether or not I had a babysitter.
All right, we have to go to the next pose.
okay.
So let's go to the next pose.
Wow, everybody's stuff is looking great.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, wow, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks really
Very
good.
cool.
I just looked up from my own panic. That's really nice.
Oh, Adam, yours looks great.
Great stuff.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah.
Really nice, Cassandra.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I don't have my camera on, do I?
You do? Oh, not the other one. We see you, not your.
John doesn't have.
My drawing's not.
There we go.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. Yeah. See, up until then, I
Thanks,
thought
John.
we could watch to see if your mouth was open while you were drawing.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know?
I once threw out my back painting, but in a connection to like that open mouth drawing thing, which is I was doing this scene that involved like a stairwell and a woman walking up the stairwell while we're looking over a railing at the people in the foyer looking up at her. And I found myself painting the whole thing, kind of standing on one foot, arching my back and craning my neck like I was looking over the banister. And after 2 or 3 days like that, I think I like sneezed. And my whole body just went, what? We're moving again? But it was this, I realized at that point I'd been standing in this really dumb position that was like I was exerting what the viewer of the picture was kind of doing to look over into this space. And it made me wish that all I did was kept my mouth open while I drew and painted rather than assuming the odd muscle stresses of the people in the pictures.
Hey, I don't know if anybody can, John, Chuck Todd said I guess we're not in gallery view. The camera switched to whenever somebody speaks.
Yeah, should I? Well,
I have no idea how you want to run this, but
I don't know
But
how
I'd
Timmy
mention
does that. If, I mean, I could. Let me see. Is it doing that now? Is that what?
I have no idea.
Doing what?
You have it on under view. Do you have it on gallery?
It doesn't give me that option.
Oh.
Close chat, show manage participants.
You,
Let's see. Right. So right now, what are you all seeing? Just
I
the
see gallery.
I'm seeing gallery, but other people are saying that they're not seeing gallery.
So you might have it,
maybe it
might
could be
have
on
somebody
there.
spotlit.
yeah. See, this is Timmy's job.
So if you click on the three little dots up in, who does everybody see?
Whoever's
In the chat, they're saying they just see the speakers.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Oh, well, they can switch their view to gallery.
So it's their fault, right?
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying, Bill?
That's what that's my story. Sure.
Yeah, everybody in the corner, top right of your corner, there's it says view. They're saying no, it's not an option.
Oh,
Gallery is not available.
that's weird.
I don't know. John, make me the host for a minute, so I'll see if I can troubleshoot it.
That puts a lot of pressure on whoever.
That's not going to happen, Bill.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
God, there's no faith.
Oh, the side.
Can't hold those keys, man.
Wow, I'm co-hosting Studio Bridge.
There you
This
go,
is
Bill.
this is the major leagues, Bill.
Yeah. Got to throw you a bone somewhere, Bill.
All right. Okay. So I changed it so it in view. It says my view, speaker, gallery, and then it says attendee view.
Done.
Okay,
It's
so that's
working. It's
gallery.
working, Bill.
Yeah, I know. So
Nice job, guys.
because I fixed it.
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna make you the host again. I'm gonna...
Yeah, please do.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Bill. I appreciate it.
I don't know whether to cry or be insulted. Or...
Be insulted.
I'm a little insulted. Yeah.
No, this is really interesting, though. I just don't. I just don't have that option. I don't know why. Interesting.
See, Timmy designed it so that he has to have some use here. That's what it is.
That's right.
Rigged it.
There's no consistency.
Yeah. He'll ask you how it went. We had a little glitch. He said, well, yeah. That's because I wasn't here.
That's right. Make him feel important.
Surfing Tim.
Have purpose.
Catching the waves.
You know,
Endless summer.
I'm really not digging this. So don't tell Timmy I did this, but I'm going to draw something else.
Nice. You're bailing. I like a bailout. Good.
Well, you know, the whole, gallery view and everything threw me off. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
You're boss man, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to see me mess up anything in general, just make me do a right brain, left brain switch mid task, and something's gonna fall apart.
Well, now we're all focused. What's everyone working with ingredient or supply wise?
Got my acrylic gouache, my go-to.
Don, do you use that with that, like, the Stay Wet type of palette, or?
I do. I got like I have the normal sized one, then I have like the mini ones. I actually have a few of the mini ones that I'll use for a project, or if I've got momentum on a project, or travel kind of thing. But
How big is a mini?
the mini I'd say is probably, I'd say this is like what, 6x8, 7x8, 7x8. Yeah, so it's small. It's like, it's smaller than my sketchbook, so I can kind of just pick it up and go kind of thing.
Hey, you know what I wondered watching your talk, and this is not a criticism. It's literally, I wondered, is that like a left-hander's, sort of, you're just forced to do things a certain way, so you still do them. Is there a reason you put your palette? You're left-handed, so is there a reason you put your palette on the right-hand side?
On the right, I've never really thought of it, but no, I really don't. I kind of prefer it over there. I don't know. It's kind of weird because you'd think I'd want to have it on the left side, right? But I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of used to it. It's just what I haven't really thought about it. It's something I'm doing subconsciously. That's just how I've always done it,
That's funny.
I actually do that too as a lefty.
I did it one
You?
time and someone called me out on it and I was like, why do I do it? And I switched it to my left and I was like, easier.
Three of you left-handed?
Yeah, and then I never went back. So it's always on my left side now.
Please do not hear me as calling you out. You're doing just fine, Don.
Oh, no, not at all. Like, no, not bothered at all with that. I guess I just have never thought about it,
I'm calling you out, but man, that seems really dumb.
Why do you do that dumb thing you do?
Yeah, why do you do that? Why are you stupid?
It's the other side. You could do some pretty good pictures.
Yeah, you could.
I know.
Do something if you just.
You could maybe make a living out of this if you just switch what side the palette's on.
How about you just get a clue here?
Think of how good you could have been.
What if?
I know, maybe that's why you're cutting yourself. Maybe that's why you're cutting yourself so much.
Oh.
Just being a dick.
Oh man.
You know what? I have found there's like so many things that I do like in the with the way a right-hander person would do is because it's just the only way I saw it done, and I never thought to try it the other way.
Yeah. I mean,
Like all the desks in school were for right-handers, so I didn't even realize that it was supposed to like rest your arm you're writing with. Like I never knew that. I just didn't because it never was available for me.
yeah, and then when there were left-handed desks available, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Because I just never. I don't
You
know.
adapt.
Yeah, you just like whatever. You kind of. But I mean, there are things like I hate wire-bound notebooks, sketchbooks, any kind of book. Like I will avoid that. I will never buy.
Or I flip them upside down and use them.
I like them, but I draw them all upside down.
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
Books are upside down.
I just
Work it back to front, and you're good.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
but
can't.
then
do
how can
that.
people tell what you're drawing?
Show it to other people in a mirror. I never
Feels on a roll.
have the picture.
It's all what you're used to, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Boy, Dana really has it in for the lefties.
I know, man.
You've heard of like the southpaw syndrome in a lot of sports, especially boxing. And there's so few boxers that are left-handed that nobody's comfortable fighting left-handed fighters. It's
Oh,
that
really?
way with tennis players and stuff. So left-handed boxers hate fighting other left-handed boxers because they're not used to it.
Huh.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, I guess that works with artists that way too.
Gary said
Yeah, I hate fighting left-handed art artists.
That's right.
Now we're all pitted against each other, Adam and Cassandra. We're like,
I know, I feel like
are we gonna duke it out?
I know it's like deathmatch illustration isolation style.
right now I know why we're doing this virtually.
Yeah, totally.
Less fist fights.
There's
we
probably
were-
nothing more pathetic than an illustrator fight.
I feel like there'd be just a lot of like hand slapping.
Yeah.
Well, and you need to,
Or you're
like,
explaining what you're throwing at them.
Hey man,
I
what
threw
kind of,
the bottle of I threw the tube of schminke at you, not the old.
I know. Yeah. Hey, what kind of gloves are you boxing with?
What kind of brush did you like try to puncture me with? You know, it's like,
Ooh, you're not using brand name? Oh gosh.
yeah.
all those Blick T squares. That's
You really do a good job as you, yeah.
you know what, the most artist thing I ever saw in this, it wasn't even a fight. This was teamwork. I was teaching this illustration class, and everyone had to do like a team project, like essentially like a diptych. And these two young women who had always kind of struggled in class, and they didn't really even want to be partners with each other, but they kind of got stuck there. And they actually, both of them did like, they had like this like watershed kind of moment on the project. And so when I complimented them and said, guys, this might be the best team up that we have in the room. They were sitting right next to each other, and they went to give each other a high five, and they did this.
Oh. Oh.
Each other's hands next to each other. And that just made me feel even happier about their teamwork. I was just like, oh, you know, anyone could give a high five, but you guys really were made to be a team.
That's really funny.
When you're at the academy, to break the ice, somebody came up with the idea and said, okay, we're going to film people throwing a football.
Oh.
But you have to do it. You have to do it with your other hand, your opposite hand, and be running at the same time. You
And be
talk
running.
about a pathetic group of looking people. I mean, it was amazing how, I mean, nobody looked good doing it.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult thing to do. But
It is.
Brent put a whole film together and showed it at the end of the year.
Oh,
It
that
was
must have been
hyster-
amazing.
It was hysterical. I mean, we were crying watching that thing.
Hey John, someone wants to know what you're drawing with.
Uh,
A bunch of lunatics. Oh, you mean
John or
John English.
oh,
I'm right now. I'm drawing with pastel, if you call it that. Not the pastel, the drawing part.
So John, are you not drawing Wonder Woman?
I'm not.
So Don, in your demo, I was fascinated because I have not had a good relationship with gouache because I don't like that once it dries, you can re-engage it. So the fact that acrylic gouache won't do that now has me interested.
Oh yeah, I mean, likewise, I got more used to gouache recently, but you know, a few years back. But then again, it was just I'm so heavy-handed that I just reactivate everything, you know, because I just love to layer and layer the daylights out of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's been great. Once it's down, you know.
So how is it different from acrylic?
It has the toothiness of gouache, but you know, it just has the acrylic binder in it. And the great thing about it is, so Holbein, I'm using the Holbein brand stuff, but what's great about it is that it's been so popular that you have other manufacturers moving in on the game.
oh,
So Liquitex is coming up with their own thing. Blick has their own thing. You know, you have options now where, you know, if you want to compare one against the other. You can do that now. So I'm kind of excited about that. I know that Audrey is Aubrey's been using some. I think Audrey's been using the Liquitex brand when she's been in here a couple times, at least I remember recently, but I've yet to try it. So, but they're all competitively priced. That's always a good thing, you know, when you get, you know, you get them kind of competing for your business or whatever. It's kind of nice that, you know, suppliers are doing that, because some things, as you guys know, it just, they stop making it and then you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, do something else now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich then, and that's it.
Well, you know, that's what's so cool to see with Chris, you know, because I know Chris, you know, with his process, he had, gosh, what is that? That really obscure
Regard.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know that stuff, I at least I've heard, is not being made anymore. And so it's like, but you know, here he is, he's adapting by using ultra matte medium and other stuff too. And it's just, you know, it's just that spirit of just experimenting with what you got and trying to make it work.
For the sake of the planet, they're not making that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And the health of others.
The health of humankind, you know.
Chris might live an extra 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's nasty. All of that, like crystal clear and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
Like
stuff was
tomorrow.
like, that stuff was for photo retouching. And Chris found that it worked really well because it put a tooth down. It is some serious stuff.
Yeah, I almost can sense the smell of it right now when we're talking about it. It was like,
It's all coming back to me.
yeah, the like whole, like, you know, the smells that are associated
The
with
scent
it.
memory of it.
Yeah.
The thing that got me was the spray mount.
Oh yeah.
The spray mount, like anytime anybody would use that, I could feel it like sticking to my skin because it just filled the air and the smell of it. And
Well, it's Super 77 too, I think.
That's worse than the spray mount.
Yeah.
That's industrial stuff.
I mean, I have, you know, we have a ventilated room in the department at the college, but I've had to like really just clamp down on what mediums people use, because it's just, you know, for myself and just sake of so many others, it's like one of the things I'm doing, you know, for our oil painting classes is I'm actually making it a department expense to get our like solvents and stuff, because, you know, I'll tell a student like, hey, bring in some Gamsol or bring in this, and they'll bring in like something they got at the hardware store, and then it nukes the whole floor, you know?
Yeah.
So I just, you know, I figured let's just do that and invest in the recycling equipment and all that stuff. And so we're gonna, you know, we were gonna do that prior to the pandemic hitting, but now we're gonna be instituting that this
Oh, that's so great.
year,
Wow.
finally, you know. So been really pushing on that, you know. I still, you know, I'll occasionally use like a Damar varnish or a retouch, photo retouch, or a retouch varnish. You know, I'd use that quite a bit when I was going back and forth, but I just can't use that stuff anymore. It's like you said, Bill, I can
Yeah.
sense, you know. And I kind of moved towards acrylic wash because I really enjoyed using casein, and I got, you know, our bookstore here at the college to carry that again. It's like one of the few places where you can buy it. I can't even buy it at my local Blick or whatever. And I was using that, but I was really having strong reactions to that even.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the ammonia.
Any of you remember Bestine?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's, oh.
oh, good stuff.
Like rubber.
The good old days when you could poison yourself with your own art supplies.
What makes you think about what we're probably doing to ourselves today with some of these digital devices, and who knows how much, you know, Wi-Fi is cooking us and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
all that happy stuff?
Well, I have a friend who shared with me that there's like a device bag that she uses when she goes to sleep. Like she'll put it in this like bag where it can't get any kind of signals or something. It's similar material that people use. Like, for example, if you're traveling in an airport and you want to put your credit card in this material,
Yeah.
people can't skim your card.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's similar to that. And I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but
Hmm.
it seems kind of interesting. And it made me wonder, like, is that something that I should, invest in myself, for when, I'm hoping that my phone isn't spying on me or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, my God. Your phone is definitely spying on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a great example of that this week. My mom was telling me a funny story about a dream she had where she was in a Cracker Barrel and Jimmy Carter and his wife showed up and they sat at the table with her. And then, like, I kid you not, the next day there was an advertisement for Cracker Barrel on like when I was scrolling on Facebook.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Was Rosalind there also? Was she really nice?
Yeah.
She said she had a delightful meal with the Carters.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was having a conversation like, in this like 3-hour illustration class. I guess just how this drawing session goes, we should tell everyone what those are like. At some point, there's a conversation that comes up that no one predicted was going to be the conversation at the beginning of class, because it's evolved that way. And then during break, this young woman came up to me and showed me her phone. She's like, you just have to see this. And I wish I could remember what the weird thing we were talking about was, but she had an ad for it.
Mhm.
Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty like it's everywhere. Yeah.
Now, if one would figure out how to harness that for an illustration mark.
Yes. Like I wonder if I get, I'm gonna look at it tonight, but see if I have any ads from some of these art suppliers,
Carhartt.
Oh yes.
And whatever device you've been cutting yourself with.
I know.
Oh. After the last time I did that, I bought this. I have a friend who's a sushi chef, and he basically recommended getting one of these like kind of like chainmail gloves that he wears, and it works great. You put it on your opposite hand.
And you don't have one yet? Is that right?
I could get behind a chainmail glove. I think that.
Kind of looks like the old school Michael Jackson glove.
Is that
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
a-
the
it's a-
gloves they wear for clamming?
Yeah, cutting knife, right? I mean a cutting glove.
Cutting glove. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you can get those in any kitchen. My wife is such a she's so dangerous with knives that I bought her several dozen of those and they get lost immediately.
I have one to use when I'm like grading or using the mandolin,
Oh wow. Okay.
because like I always skim my knuckles.
Wait, did you say using the mandolin?
Yeah. What?
Like a mandolin slicer.
Yeah, it's a cutting device.
Oh, I thought you meant
Oh.
like the instrument, a mandolin.
The
Oh
first-
no, I'm not that.
I was
cool.
like, that's hardcore.
Yeah,
How do you
Not that cool.
hurt yourself with a mandolin?
Yeah.
Usually it's really fast.
I had people straight up conversations that I thought were about music, and it turned out they were talking about,
Okay.
eating vegetables.
That's funny. She's shredding.
I just
She
imagine. I
plays
just
really,
Yeah,
really
but not
fast.
in the way you were hoping.
Right.
That would be pretty awesome. Take the term axe to another level.
Yeah.
Can you play death metal on a mandolin?
Oh, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Why not?
There was a series of bluegrass parody albums that came out, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. They covered like AC/DC's Back in Black and like Van Halen one, but all bluegrass. Violin, mandolin, guitar, banjo.
Oh,
They
cool.
could really play. Like they did it really, really well. But it was all, all bluegrass instruments. And the stuff held up really well. You'd be shocked at how good like Highway to Hell sounds bluegrass style.
Oh, I love bluegrass. My brother was in a bluegrass band for like a decade.
Oh, a lot of those players are amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many guitar pickers are there in Nashville, Adam?
Couple.
Oh, come on, Adam. It's a total softball.
How many?
I'm trying to remember the actual answer now.
It's like 18,252 guitar
Wait,
pickers
you
in
had a
Nashville.
specific number.
Something like that. And I
Yeah.
didn't know. That's why I asked Adam. I thought he would know.
Well, Adam, F.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, Phil has already found this out. I will tell you all kinds of things that I know, but if you ask me, you'll think.
So all this stuff you're talking about is scripted before you come on, and then
Yeah.
when you get on here, if somebody asks you a question, you just don't say anything.
That's funny. That's funny.
I spend my afternoons on Wikipedia preparing.
You stick to the script. Yeah.
I think that's right, actually, though, Adam. 18,252 guitar pickers in Nashville.
Wow.
See, if we had Timmy here, he'd already found it. He would have
Yeah.
Timmy would have changed the subject.
That's right.
Definitely change the subject.
The algorithm says this isn't a popular subject. If anybody has,
We're one big Geico commercial.
if anybody has any questions, please save us from this conversation. Chris would have muted his mic.
You would have switched to the discussion about baseball or an old movie.
Yeah, true.
Tonight's the Field of Dreams game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gary Kelly posted a really nice, really, of course, nice image of Sheila's show.
Oh, cool.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it? It's the Yankees versus the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's interested in that?
Not me. I'm interested in just seeing what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like, how are they doing that?
Good thing with baseball is it'll be going on for a while.
Yes.
Long after illustration isolation ends, Yeah.
Could be over with any episode.
The thing about those guitar pickers in Nashville is the amount of them it takes to screw in a light bulb is the real question.
That's funny.
The answer, of course, is one, but with 18,251 to talk about how they could have done it better.
That's good. I like it. Adam, you're a musician, right?
Yeah.
Do you play out or did you before this? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, my old band from like the last 20 years just got together and played a gig again.
Oh, that's awesome.
During that brief period of time where we thought like maybe we were in the home stretch of the pandemic, and
No.
now we're back into hibernation, I guess. But it was actually very nice to like remember songs.
Yep. And have people respond to it.
Yeah.
Negative or positive, doesn't matter. They
No.
responded.
Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania is a funny place. Like, I don't live there, but he does. My brother does, and who's the singer in the band. And so we played this show at this dive bar, and it's this place that will fill up from wall to wall with people that you don't know who are there just to hear music they don't already know.
That's great.
Like, so you can show up with your originals band to this dive bar and you'll play to a full house all night.
Oh, that's the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
It's
Are we supposed to be on the next pose?
We should be
Oh.
changing right about now.
Oh,
So Dale and anybody else, you should follow Adam and then listen to some of his videos that he's produced on social media. They're beautiful. Really, really. I've listened to a bunch of them. Well, I don't know how many you've done, but I know I've listened to several.
Thank you. I hide behind sarcasm, but my heart is warm.
That's tough, isn't it? Adam, do you post them on your Instagram?
Yeah. Well, my Facebook has more of that, the longer things. But yeah, there's a lot on my Instagram. And then I do these little 1-minute animations that I compose music to.
I've been seeing that. That's nice guitar. Is that your guitar? The
weird sunburst one. Yeah, I built that.
Oh, did you really?
That's one of my handmade ones.
That's nice. If anybody's wondering,
I call them Hoover.
Oh, fun.
that's nice, huh?
Wow, that's cool.
I call them Hooverville because they're sort of made like the shanty towns in the Great Depression.
Oh, that's cool.
that's really cool.
Okay, so we're on Idris Elba now.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to embarrass Adam.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm tough to embarrass because I'm too much of a ham. Unless you wanted me to throw a football like with my actual regular arm, that I was right-handed doing it left-handed, and that's why it looked like that.
That's good, Adam.
Really nice.
Oh, thanks. I like to say I didn't spend any time learning to do anything practical. But I try to make them practical.
It's kind of the goal, right?
Right? Yeah. That particular guitar is made out of a pine tree that fell down at my parents' this cabin that we have up in the Adirondacks.
Oh, wow.
I vacationed there like every year since I was 2. And so this tree that came down like 20 years ago, that's what the body's made from.
Oh,
That's awesome.
And the pick guard is made from the leftover laminate from when I had to build a bathroom counter here.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Really
Is
cool.
it called Wonder Boy? That's a great story, Adam. I like that.
what was the one that the Bat Boy gave him at the end? There was, because wasn't Wonder Boy the original one, and then it broke, and then
Kid made it up his own bat.
yeah, the Bat Boy gave him one, and he had a different name for it, and I always forget that. Anyway,
Rosebud, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be really bummed out if he doesn't play 007.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
Oh,
well. So where is that at? Because I've not been paying attention as closely as I want, but
Well, Daniel Craig did one more, so that one still needs to come out.
okay, so that's filmed. They're just waiting to release it.
Correct.
Okay, and then so after that, he was slated to be
Well,
007.
I don't know that he was slated. It's just been everyone is kind of hoping for him to be it.
Just seems like the natural choice. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
it's all up to Ian Fleming's family, right?
Ah,
Yeah,
Oh.
they own the property,
oh, they do. That's right.
so they make all the decisions on it. So hopefully they're down with this, because come on,
Do you like Daniel Craig?
I like Daniel Craig.
I like him a
Good,
lot.
but he wanted to leave.
Yeah, I think he's
About
been
time for
Actually-
him to do that.
You know what? I'm going to take it back. I like Daniel Craig. I don't like him as James Bond, and there's a specific reason. James Bond loves being James Bond. Like Sean Connery really reveled in being James Bond.
He was a good James
Roger
Bond.
Moore loved being James Bond. All of these guys, there was like a Cheshire Cat quality to James Bond. Like he could do License to Kill. He could do all this stuff. And Daniel Craig was so tortured. To me, he just didn't feel like, James Bond. It just didn't feel like the real deal to me. And I like him. It's just, I don't know.
That's kind of what I liked about what he brought to that character.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I like.
I did initially, but to me, it just felt like more of a Jason Bourne kind of thing.
Oh,
Like I liked him, but
I can see that, Dale, but I for some reason I like him as I just like Daniel Craig. I mean, I liked him in that role.
Yeah, I do too. But James, I think my heroes growing up were James Bond and Evel Knievel. So there was just something that bugged me. I really like Daniel Craig. I know he's probably watching, so I don't want to disrespect him here.
And he's going to come to your house.
Yeah.
Well, did you
Pretty
hear that Ian Fleming's, I think he was like a cousin to Christopher Lee. You know who Christopher Lee is?
Oh yeah. No.
So James Bond is roughly based on Christopher Lee.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. So before he was an actor, he was in the military and he did a lot of kind of undercover work for them during the war. So a lot of the things that he did, like to create the character, was based on Christopher Lee.
Huh.
Christopher Lee, the actor Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's
I
interesting.
had read that recently. That's really interesting. Like,
Wouldn't it really suck, Dale, if Daniel Craig was in here and then he did like really good drawings?
It would. It would.
You say, I'm James Bond, and I do really good drawings too.
Right. Yeah.
I love Sean Connery, but I really have grown to like Roger Moore's depiction a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. Right?
I
Yeah.
can't go there. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah,
And then
I
there's
just-
who's the
and I
guy-
kind of grew up on that. I mean, it was the right time period that I should like Roger Moore, but I just, man, Sean Connery.
Oh, well, Sean Connery is,
Oh man,
See, I like Sean Connery, and I like all the tongue-in-cheek stuff, but I like the grittiness and the lack of kind of winking to the camera that Daniel Craig brings to it.
I feel like
Yeah, I
Daniel
do
Craig,
too.
they tried to bring a realism to it versus,
Yeah.
Sean Connery, like it's fun. Like there's a laser that takes 5 minutes to slowly make it up the table and he's able to get himself out of the bomb.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's not necessarily realistic, but it's fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like, look, to each his own and all that, but I just felt like it was a great character, good performance, but it just, to me, it didn't feel like James Bond. That's all.
Yeah.
No, I can see that.
Now, who's I know I should know this actor's name, but he played Bond for a hot minute. Nobody liked him as Bond.
George Lazenby.
Well,
That
there's
was one of them.
No, not early. I'm talking about the guy that he was the villain in The Walking, or he was the villain in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton, yeah.
Timothy Dalton.
I forgot about that.
Right, yeah.
I thought he was okay.
Didn't mind him.
That was like Johnny Bravo though, like he fit the suit and that was it.
Yeah, but he's been amazing in other things. I just don't know if he was a good Bond. And then, I gotta tell you, like I tried watching Pierce Brosnan as Bond, and it just didn't age well for me.
Yeah, and the weird thing about him too is I think they wanted to give it to Pierce Brosnan instead of Timothy what's his face, and but he had his Remington Steel contract.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remington Steel. That was like my mom's favorite.
Kind of age-wise, like must have missed the boat on it, Like he had this time where he would have been the right guy to replace Roger Moore, but he wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
I think with Roger Moore, the thing was, I feel like Sean Connery aged a little better. There's a point where Roger Moore is conspicuously kind of like a kind of gnarly guy.
Yeah.
Like speaking at women and
Yeah, he's like David Lee Roth.
Right. So his Bond gets a little lecherous as time goes on.
Yeah. It's after a while it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, it just looks creepy. Yeah.
I mean, I think
You can only be a misogynist for so long.
Yeah.
Well, can I say that was what was great about Daniel Craig, is for once he was in the teeny tiny bathing suit. I found that very refreshing.
I mean, he actually made a statement like that. People were like, "What do you mean?" Where he kind of referred to Bond as being, kind of a chauvinist.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, yeah.
It's so obvious, but he actually put it into words, and I remember the fallout was almost like, "Oh yeah, what are you playing him for if you hate him so much?"
Yeah.
Which I think being a chauvinist and being a sexist pig in 1962 or whatever
Right.
was a different thing than being one in 2000 something.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, but it's still
Still
there.
bad. It's bad regardless.
yeah.
I think we just described the plot of Austin Powers.
Yes.
Elisa's comment is, I want to draw Daniel Craig in a teeny tiny bathing suit.
You're welcome too.
Anytime you want, go ahead.
Please, and post it in illustration isolation.
Yeah.
There would be a lot of figure to draw in that.
I loved Idris Elba as one of the when he played that rotating part of one of the managers in The Office, though. He was pretty funny.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oh my God, me too.
He was like such the.
I didn't even think that was him. That's awesome. I definitely remember it now.
He was like the total hard ass boss. That was just he played it so well. I mean, I've rewatched those recently. I've been having those on. I've been watching The Office as I've been working on different things here. And
Don, that's why you're cutting yourself.
there you go.
You gotta focus, Don. Put a sharp object in your hand. You gotta focus, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Don's like, oh.
Yeah. Another trip to the ER. Well, see you guys. Yeah. No, yeah, but I it's interesting.
Sharp
But Sean
object.
Connery is like, yeah, I think he's got the crown. I mean, he's just like amazing.
I like Sean Connery and I like Daniel Craig. But when Daniel Craig first started playing Bond, it was hard for me to even picture him in that role because I had just come off seeing Road to Perdition.
Oh yeah.
And he's such a despicable character.
Yeah, he played the son, right?
Yeah, he played the son in that, and he was also. I saw him recently in something too.
What's your favorite Sean Connery role?
Oh my God.
Indiana
Roll.
Jones Last Crusade.
Oh,
Indiana Would Be King would be mine.
yeah.
Favorite Sean Connery. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, not Bond, just Sean Connery.
Yeah, just Sean Connery in general.
Oh man.
Time Bandits.
Oh, I love him in
Time-banded,
Time
yeah.
Bandit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, The Man Who Would Be King was, I saw those movies about the same time, I mean, they're real close. And man, I loved them both.
I like him as Bond best. Like, to me, I just can't get away from that.
Hands down, Indiana Jones for me.
Have you ever seen the letter that he wrote to Stephen Jobs?
No.
Stephen Jobs was trying to get him to be the spokesperson for Apple.
Oh, wow.
And they got into this back and forth. These letters went back and forth, and his final letter, I can't quote it exactly, but he turned him down. He kept turning him down, and he kept saying, well, this is going to change the lives of so many people. Jobs was being really compassionate and really selling it hard. And he finally turned it down, and he kept turning it down, and Jobs wouldn't relent. He just kept going. And he finally said, he wrote back, and this is paraphrased. And he said that, Mr. Jobs, I respectfully disagree, and it's not going to hurt my career, and all of these things that he said that were going to be great about this position of being the spokesman for Apple. And he ended it by saying, he said, you, sir, just remember, you, sir, are nothing more than but a computer salesman. He goes, I'm James effing Bond.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You can find it. It's out there on the
That's
internet.
hilarious.
It's signed by Sean Connery. It's so good.
Yeah.
Really, I think after thinking about it in that story, my favorite Sean Connery role is not played by Sean Connery. It's what's his name on SNL?
Will Ferrell?
No,
Oh,
no,
no. Yeah,
Um,
where it was like where he was on Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It's in my head.
What's his name?
Oh gosh.
Is it Colin?
No, not Colin Quinn.
No. I know it's not Colin Quinn. It's
Anybody?
Daryl Hammond. Thank
Daryl
you.
Hammond. Thank you.
Daryl Hammond. Yeah,
DC Cooper. Thank you. Oh yeah. Chuck Todd. Thank you.
that was great.
We do have an art question here.
What?
My
Oh.
drawing doesn't look like an African American man. Is there anything we can do to make it more like the pic?
What? Their drawing doesn't look like an African American man?
Yeah.
I don't know. Without seeing it, I don't.
I don't study the features.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it's really about getting the features down, I think.
Yeah, I would forget about
Of any ethnicity,
yeah, I would forget about
sure.
race and really just look at
what's
features.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, just observe structure, and what's going on with your subject. Yeah.
Yeah, I never think, and I know whoever's asking that question, I know this isn't a race-based question, but I never think about race. I never think about gender. When I'm initially trying to get a likeness. I mean, later on I will when you're trying to actually get the personality, but it's really more about what you see.
Getting shapes in the right place.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's just it's like landmarks with any other, wherever you're drawing, right? You're just looking for those landmarks.
Yeah.
But I guess that's kind of the answer then, right? Is you sort of blur your eyes a little and look at the relationships of your design, right? Look at how close or far away your shapes are from each other, and if the because as people we're all only like 1/8 of an inch away from each other, likeness wise.
Yeah.
Like
That's such a good point.
It wouldn't take much for me to mess this up and accidentally make it look like Dale.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just as close to being Martha Stewart as it is Idris Elba.
So how many times have you, Dale or Bill or Adam, how many times have you modeled as a female for your work?
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Dozens.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
All the time.
Yeah. dozens. How about you, John?
Oh, well, my wife's always around, or most of the time, so but I've done it several times. But yeah.
How many times have you stayed in persona for the rest of the day?
Yeah, well, I felt pretty. I felt good. You know?
You felt pretty, right?
That's right. I did. I felt good.
So
Feels good.
I will say I have a favorite memory from Illustration Academy where
Oh, no.
someone was posing and John felt like they were lacking like personality and flair, and he's like, "This is not how it's done," and he got up and showed everybody how it was done,
Oh, that's awesome.
and it was a fantastic picture.
that's awesome.
John had had enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Were there times when you just had enough, John, and you've had
I had gone to the edge.
it was
And-
just so funny because you were just like trying so hard to stay quiet, and you're just like, "Bah, that's not how it's done."
And so the very last night, we go to our end of the year party, and everybody's got a T-shirt on with that.
I wasn't gonna put that part, but I may.
Oh,
have
no
put it on a
kidding.
t-shirt.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
What was the T-shirt?
It was I got the picture of John and I put it on an iron-on, and everyone threw in money for us to pick up a bunch of t-shirts. And I never know.
That's
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
Oh, that's great.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And what was it? That's not how it's done?
I am never posing ever again.
I forgot what the person was trying to shoot, but it was a feminine character, and they were supposed to be posing, and they couldn't make themselves do it. And I finally was like, Yosemite Sam, just losing it, saying, no, just do it like this. And I did it, and that's the shot they took, and that's the shot that ended up on the T-shirt.
And I will say,
Good job.
actually, the illustration from that shot turned out really, really good too. So it totally worked, but the picture was hilarious.
Oh, man, I'll bet.
So he was right.
He was totally right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many times Bob Heindel or Bernie Fuchs modeled for your dad for Good Housekeeping.
That's really funny.
A red book.
That
or
is an
something.
excellent question.
Somebody just sent it was actually Sam Weber, and it wasn't just, I saw it like 3 years late. I saw a post and somebody was asking who made this picture, and it was Sam Weber that was asking the question, and it was a piece my dad did, and Bob and Rose Heindel were modeling, and it was a reflection. It was a love story, and in the reflection, the male figure was there. In reality, he wasn't.
Wow.
But it was so definitely Bob and Rose Heindel that were used as reference. I have a pile of those photographs from different illustrators and posing for each other.
John, that was an old Sam Weber post.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I actually remember that. And that was your father's.
It was my father's work, and he was asking, he goes, who did this? Does anybody know who did this artwork?
Yeah, if I'm remembering it correctly, I think I remember actually reaching out to him and saying, duh. I could be wrong. I might, it's entirely possible I'm making that up,
Well, better you than me.
but
Thank you.
that's how I remember it.
Hmm.
Well, this does not look like Idris Elba. It looks like so many Idris Elba's family.
As long as it looks like somebody cool.
Yeah.
He looks like a badass, but just, there was a movie, maybe it was a series that he was in where he played a DJ. I can't remember, but he was like an aging DJ trying to make a comeback, and it was really good.
He was a DJ.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah. And I think he still does. He'll still from time to time play stuff.
Oh, really?
There's a recent. I remember, gosh, this is probably maybe a year or two ago. There was some live stream of him doing something over in London. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
See, when super cool people do super cool things, it's maddening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
Just when you thought you couldn't get any cooler.
Yeah.
Right. like when you're
You do.
hoping, you turn out to be like, just kind of like a drama school dork who figured out how to act.
I love that idea. Idris Elba's drama school dork.
I don't see this guy as a dork.
Yeah, I don't.
Did anybody watch him in the new Suicide Squad?
I have not seen it yet.
Oh no, I need to see that. I was wanting to see it in the theater, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet.
I
Might
really
be a
enjoyed
while.
it.
Sorry, what?
Oh, John
I
said
just said it might be a while, Don.
Oh yeah. I think just stream it.
Has anyone seen what is it? The Green Knight? Is that what it is?
Oh, I've heard great things about that.
I have too.
Yeah.
It looks, the trailer, it just looks like it's a beautiful movie.
I usually don't go in for like the whole night's kind of thing, but I've read some stuff that made it sound really good.
Okay, so I am gonna have to be kind of accurate with this time on this one. So we got another, we'll just call it 5 minutes, okay?
All right.
I'm done with that one. Be right back.
On the subject of the gender posing, the one that made me feel like a proud father was that my younger son, from the time he was like, 6 up until like 8th or 9th grade, he thought nothing of posing as a girl for illustration stuff.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
He had this really long hair, but he just knew he had a little pointy nose and these very beautiful eyes with long lashes, and he just owned it. He was just like, yeah, I know.
How old is he now?
He's 17 now. And
Yeah.
honestly, if I asked him to now, he probably still would, but his build changed.
I was not that secure.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't tell my son that he's going to be a woman. That's all.
There you go.
Well, I had a boy that I gave art lessons to who posed for this book of mine, and I didn't tell him right away that the boy in the book had a sister, and that he was, whether he knew it or not, he was posing as both of them. But when he saw the picture, and he was like, "Wait, is that me too?" And then I remembered he had a twin brother, so I told him that no, I made your brother though.
Did he make fun of his brother?
No, he was sort of like, oh, cool, that'll be our secret.
Well, I know Chris Payne, poses for his own all the time, whoever it is.
Oh, Sandra, you were there for Fat Bastard, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was at
Oh
I
my
was at
gosh,
that
that
one.
was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Chris did his demo. He was doing the cover for Mad Magazine. He's
It was
doing
so
the
cool.
character Fat Bastard. And, he doesn't think anything about it. He's got, he's doing the drawing and he's got all of his reference out. Well, he modeled for the body. And it was a shot of his shirt off and he was trying to make himself look as heavy as possible. He was sticking his stomach out
That's awesome.
and he just
Awesome.
didn't think twice about it. He didn't care less that
The
everybody could
reference
see
was
it.
up and he was just like, yep.
Yeah, no big deal.
So was that the year he was actually working on it, or he did
Yeah.
it as a demo?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was there that year.
Yeah, wait.
Dale, were we there at the same time and just didn't know each other?
Probably, yeah.
That's a bummer.
Well, here we are.
There we go. 20 years later.
I know.
Yeah, whereas Don and I sort of lost touch, and then we're at the Society of Illustrators for like a drawing retreat at the same time. We are just sitting there staring at each other.
That's fine.
Know this guy. I don't even know where they're from. Don was like, I associate this guy with schminky white oil paint.
Is that because he threw it at you?
Was that your nickname, Schminky?
That's yeah, Adam
You're
Gus
the first person I
a
think
terrible nickname, so they just called me Schminky.
It's funny.
I should probably explain myself with Chris. What amazed me about with Chris is that I'm too insecure to do that. And he had no problems with it at all.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. And it wasn't matter what he was drawing or subject matter or anything. It was just the fact that, hey, here's me with, I'm half clothed. And I think nothing of it.
That's a good way to be.
Yeah, I have some like embarrassing reference that I've come really close to showing to illustration students, and then there's these points where I go, if one of them goes and like tells the department, tells the dean that I'm like, how do you explain to someone who's like the head of the communications school and not the art department why this made perfect sense at the time to show yourself comped together shirtless in 4 different reference photos with the Beatles heads grafted onto your shoulders. And I needed a group shot, and I needed to figure what their guitar playing anatomy would be doing under the suits to make sure things lined up. And so somewhere on my hard drive, there's a bunch of pictures of me like shirtless with the guitar and Paul McCartney's head grafted on my face.
As there should
Like
be.
it should be a t-shirt.
Actually, that's the other reason. I go like, if they're not offended, then I run the risk of it becoming a t-shirt.
Kind of related to that, have you all seen the recent video he released for his new song?
Uh-uh.
No.
They've done there's some crazy animation technique where they've basically, it's Paul McCartney circa 1965 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I wish I could remember the link, but it was, technology is super crazy.
Is it like what they did in that last Robert De Niro Pacino movie, The Irish?
Yeah,
Oh.
similar, but a little bit better than how I gotta say, a little bit better. I think,
That
but
was kind of strange in that movie.
That
The
was-
Irishman.
Was.
it is a little, I don't know, it is this video, it is kind of strange too. I don't know what to make of it. So
Yeah, that movie looked like a video game.
Yeah.
yeah.
wanted- I so wanted to like it.
It was a
And-
killer book. But
Say a killer book.
Should we be on the next
well,
pose?
literally.
Oh yeah, it must be next pose time, right?
So is that why it looks so weird? Because he was CGI'd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I couldn't figure it out. I was just like, this is.
Well,
this
and
is off.
there was an animator around that time who posted, his version of it, and it was actually, I feel, a little bit more believable and less weird looking. So
Wow, guys, those are
What a great expression she's got on her face.
I know, so fun.
Have we gone to the next pose, right?
I'm moving on.
Yep.
Yes. Joaquin's talking about deep fake tech. All of that stuff is insane.
yeah. Let's spend just a minute more on this one.
Bill, just stop right there. That's perfect.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I
Yes.
was kind of thinking, yeah, I'm actually thinking that might be a good place to stop.
Bill did some great drawings this morning.
Thank you.
Really like those.
Thank you.
They were good. I saw them.
Was it like the Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't post the Joker because I'm still working on it, but here's the Joker.
Oh, those,
Oh, nice.
Cool. Love it.
That's him.
Thank
Oh
you.
gosh, what is that? What's that actor's name again?
Cesar Romero.
There you go. And he didn't
Thanks, you owe me
shave
a
off
Coke.
his mustache.
Right. He still has his mustache. Commitment
remember-
to his craft.
Yeah, I'd always see that as a kid. I was like, that's so weird. Yeah. Anyway.
You know, when you really look at, I was choosing the reference when I was looking at it, I was like, man, is this Salvador Dali with paint on? It was like,
yeah.
Yes.
Good point.
you know, he really studied that.
I'll do another one. I was telling John this morning that when we would watch the Batman show, like his hair never was the right color. So I was constantly adjusting the hue on the TV. and you know, so like people's flesh tones would look too purple or whatever on some other show. But I was like, it looks right on Batman, you know.
Things that make your parents just so proud of you.
Now, if they had known I was going to be an artist, you know, it would have been, I'm studying hue,
That's right.
I'm studying color theory.
Hmm.
Anybody have any final trips for the summer or anything like that?
Say that again, Dan? Trips?
Well, just anything. I mean, I know trips isn't probably possible for a lot, but anything else major before the summer's up?
My
All
son
the
and I
stuff
have had
didn't
a.
get done.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, John, you were going to go to Iowa.
Yeah, that got curtailed. I was also going to go out to the East Coast too, and that got curtailed.
Well, I'm here.
It's going to happen sometime.
Before the pandemic, my son's his baseball is his thing. So over the years, we've tried to go to as many parks as possible. So Sunday we're driving down we haven't been to Citi Field for some reason, Mets Park.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna hit that on Sunday, but that's about it for like
Yeah.
travel. That's not really travel, but
It's something, right?
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
something.
yeah, we've learned to adjust our expectations. Right.
My
Yeah.
family
all of
motto
us.
is always keep your expectations low and you'll always be happy.
Yeah.
I really like this, what Timmy did going out to LA in the Scamp, or going out to California in the Scamp. And then Sterling's done the same thing. He got himself a camper, and he's been traveling with his family all over the place.
Oh, that's awesome.
It sounds like, it's, I don't know environmentally if, it's footprint wise, if I want to do that. But I like the idea of it a lot. I have a good friend that's in the national parks right now. He's like 18 miles off grid in Yellowstone.
Wow.
And I made the comment, I saw his vehicle before he left, and I was like, oh my gosh, you were loaded down. And he said, yeah, bear spray. I was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
I'm not sure if I want to do that.
I'm supposed to move my son into his new apartment with 3 other college students this weekend. So now I'm thinking, are they going to do the same thing they did last year? Where they send everybody off campus,
Oh, yeah, yeah. We've been wondering the same thing.
and so
Matt, my son's staying home one more semester.
Yes.
Doing all online.
What year is he?
This is the beginning of his 3rd year.
Okay.
As far as the completion of his degree, I'm not sure.
Well, down here in Richmond at VCU, it's not a real degree unless you spend 5 years getting it.
That's funny.
Because everybody changes their major so much.
Why is that?
There's so much available. Like there's a great medical school, there's a great art school. It's a great school for teachers and engineering. So like people like come here thinking they're going to do one thing and always change.
Oh, okay.
Oh. My son's already, he started out thinking biomedical engineering and now he's in computer science. So
Wow.
Then Matt just locked in with environmental science, which I am very excited about.
That's cool.
Big proponent
yeah.
of helping
Do
the
you-
planet.
What do you like the environment there, John?
Both of the words in that one I can get on board with.
What's that, Adam?
I said environmental science are both words I can completely get on board with.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And each has something to do with the other, believe it or not.
It's surreal hearing you guys talk about like your kids going to college versus I'm like this year my girls are going to preschool.
Oh, yeah.
Cassandra, I was just right there. I feel like I can touch it. It's so close.
And like I'm nervous about them going to preschool because it's like, oh, they're out of the house for the first time.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, like I said, I can touch that. It's so close, but wow, that goes by fast.
It does go about
I've
fast.
got good parenting advice on that one, which is if you draw elaborate tattoos up and down their arms on their way out the door, it'll be easier for them to make friends on the first day. Daughters are different from sons in that way, but I think it seems pretty universal.
I mean, they're a big fan of dinosaur temporary tattoos.
Oh, well.
Are you saying that no one will mess with them? And that no one will.
Will it break the ice of conversation?
Yeah, right. It's a really good, if you want someone to go up and say, like, whoa, where did you get that? That's nothing like having your parents give you warning tattoos to pique the curiosity of all the other preschoolers.
That's fine.
I like it.
Adam, how old are your kids?
They're 17 and 20.
You still doing the temporary tattoos?
Not that far off. Really. I just went over, and my youngest has like turned all of his like fingers into like characters that are now interacting.
That's funny.
It's like I'll glance down and his toe will have a face on it.
That's funny.
Apparently, I gave vesting lessons that I had no idea I was printing.
It is weird what sticks.
Yeah.
Like I'm always surprised at the things that my parents don't quite remember, that I'm going, how was this so formative to me? And you were just making it up. And I think I just answered.
Kind of lost you on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? He turned into what your parents sound like when you're a kid.
For Charlie Brown's teacher.
Mhm.
it was that probably couldn't have been more perfect. Yeah, no, I was saying that my being sort of surprised at the things my parents don't remember, from my childhood, that I was going, that was like, a very formative experience for me. Like the way I learned about something was an offhand comment that they don't remember making.
Oh. Yeah.
Or they're like, or it was smart, and they go, I said that? Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
They remember, but they're not going to own up to it.
Yeah, it's like, how old were you when your parents got smart?
No, it was fairly recently. They're geniuses now.
That's what you were doing. I get it now.
Yeah. How many times was there a line that came out of your mouth that you swore you were never going to say as a parent that like came out flawlessly?
Oh my God.
Everyday occurrence.
Yeah.
No, it's how often is there not?
Yeah, that's more the question for me.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess, so many of my mom's most repeated ones involved like physical threats. So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had to come up with like a new repertoire for, when you're in the car, I cannot say, I can still reach you from up here.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, what am I going to do?
I will pull this car over.
I've only got empty threats.
It's so bad. I do remember those. I don't repeat those, thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You got to
can't-
come up with your own.
I can still reach you from here. Yeah, I've heard that many a times in the 80s. Yeah.
I can still see you.
Yeah.
I always heard,
Right
were
off.
you raised by wolves? Were you raised in a barn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember some of the.
If you could just be the sarcastic, smart-ass kid who could think of a really good comeback for that.
I know.
Like, is there something you want to tell me about our background, Mom? Or
Yeah.
The best was when I would, outrun my mom when she was trying to chase me down to, put me in my room or whatever. And I'd outrun her and I'd laugh. And she's like, okay, laugh now, but your dad's coming home. So that was always like,
The ultimate threat.
yeah. And I was like, oh, crap. And I would kind of stop for a minute, like, okay, I'm going to turn myself in because,
That's
Yeah.
fine.
It's one of those things I'm glad about parenting having changed, because the thought that
yeah.
someone could like pass the buck to, you as the other parent who has nothing to do with this, like the thought that you're driving home, but you don't know, you've already been promised as the executioner.
That's such a
Right.
great point.
And you might
Yeah.
Such a
have
good
this
point.
kind of lousy day, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see my family. Just you get in, you're like, all right, it's beating time.
Right.
I'm a man of
So
peace.
messed up. Yeah.
My father was such a gentle guy that we grew up in an area you got Irish mother, you got spanked. But my father was like, when he had to do stuff, we were just like, yes. My younger brother and I would just high five each other. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, even when my dad just like, lost his temper and yelled, which is the worst anything ever got. Like he'd then come into like the room and apologize for losing his temper.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember my older brother once saying, like, "So Dad, I don't want to see your stupid face." So he came in with like a paper bag with the eyes punched out, and then sat on the bed and just stared at him wearing a paper.
Funny.
Ah, man, he's breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's okay.
That was a good one. I wanted to hear the rest of that though.
Oh yeah, he just so he came in wearing this paper bag over his face with the 2 eye holes poked out of it, and just sat on the bed until like my brother started cracking up.
That's cool.
Oh, that's killer. Oh my God, Adam, that's fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
He's far fast.
Yeah, I'm relieved. I feel because it's felt a little like treading water. So, but I wanted it to come. I was willing it to come out like something. Thanks.
You had a nice mantra going over there.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the one that I learned from John all those years ago. Nice painting, don't screw it up. Actually, it's almost the worst. If I start that mantra, that's the fastest way to screw it up. Actually, this is always really good for me on Thursdays too, because I'm not a portrait person by any stretch.
Not a what person?
A portrait person.
Oh, well, you are now.
Yeah.
It was a muscle that needed some work.
Really fun. Okay, so it's time.
It's time.
You gotta post your last of your drawings. And then we'll go through and we'll give you 3 minutes. Hey, Dale,
Yes.
I just thought of something that a couple of students, I know this is just good communication, because I'm just going to tell you that I have to show the Academy drawing method during class this weekend. I need 20 minutes of our class. I have to do.
I would love it, because that's one of my missions. I've got to really learn that.
Okay.
So I'm in.
Me too.
Awesome. Good. I'm glad.
That's so just giving you the heads up.
All right. Oh, that's great.
Wow.
That's a nice piece, John.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah, really nice.
I gotta figure out
wow.
I gotta do something with it, but it's a good start.
Wow.
Again, the head it's 17 inches, from chin to the top of the head is 17 inches tall. I don't know why I do that. Just, I get a big piece of paper and it's like, nah, just draw it big.
Amazing how smooth you got his skin tones. Wow.
I don't know what it looks like on camera. I'll look at it on camera.
Oh, wow, Don, that's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
That's nice.
Oh wow.
Oh, very nice, Adam.
Nice, that's great.
Billy, yours is fantastic, man. That is.
Oh, this is the second one. The first one I stopped when you said to, so
I want to see it, Bill. Hold on.
Here's the first one, which I think is better. And then the second one is just pure frustration.
You're gonna have to loosen up a little, Bill.
I
That's
know,
just-
I know.
that's just-
Yeah. So,
Bill has no fear.
I was just gonna say, it's a shame you're so afraid of just diving in.
Yeah.
but I fail so many times, it's just,
I don't know. Some of your failures are pretty damn good.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You posted a landscape last week that was amazing.
I just kept looking at that and looking at that and looking at that.
Oh, thanks.
I loved it.
Thank you.
Okay, so
All right. So I'm gonna,
you all about ready?
Yeah.
Cassandra, drum roll.
Bring it.
It will be a really long one because I gotta reshare here. Hold on. I'm gonna refresh before I share. I'm hoping everything goes well. We're having some pretty brutal thunderstorms right now.
Yeah, I haven't noticed any
We had
blips
those
in
last
anything.
night. Yeah.
let's,
Oh, Don, that's a wow, guys. These are
wow.
those are all
Great ones.
great.
Thank you.
All right. Turn on my other video. Okay. Voila, here we go.
Mm.
It's a really fun piece.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oof,
Ooh.
I wonder who that is.
Oh,
Wow.
Good
Nice,
job,
Julian. Wow.
Really good. Yeah.
I love that you cut it off at the claws around the neck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good call. Yeah.
I had planned to do that too, but I didn't get there. It was so I need another 2 hours to get there. Very nice.
Really nice.
Get all of these on a page.
Oh, those are cool.
Nice.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
study.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
I don't know what that is, but it's interesting. As far, I mean, the material, how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh, that's great,
Oh
Felicity.
my God.
That's great. I love the mallet. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I like that you even got the happy face going on it.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
oh, that's awesome.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the little creases under her eyes. That's
Yeah.
the expressive there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She must be 10 by now. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
she's 10 now.
She said, and so she quit putting her, now it's double digits. She quit putting her age down.
He's like that's so last year. That's so
Yeah.
9.
That's nice.
Oh,
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 there's a
that's
little
cool.
arrow, John.
It's a lot of fun drawings.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, Gary.
Gary,
Very
that's awesome.
Nice, Gary.
wow. Yeah.
Oof.
I love the massing in the nose area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shadows are really well done.
Really great. I
Oh,
know
look
who
at that one.
is.
That's Devin.
That's Devin.
Good job.
Wow.
Terrific.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's beauty.
Look at this.
Oh, good job.
Nice, Gary.
Very nice, Gary.
Gary's on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. Little arrow.
Little Arrow Police.
You know what? You gave me a hard time when I didn't do it.
Oh, I know. I'm not giving you a hard time. I just, I think it's great. I just think it's funny to say.
Oh, I love that little spot of pink.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah, that's great.
really good.
Alberto. Wow.
Really nice.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
It is. You got the action move really well.
Yeah. And that foreshortened arm with the shield. That's
Mhm.
That's excellent.
Very good.
Pull off.
Oh, these are all great. Look
Yeah.
at these things.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Nice, Tyler.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh,
Oh, oh my God.
that's
fantastic.
creepy.
Oh, jeez.
every,
Yeah,
Really good.
Wow.
that's
That's a
great.
good 20-minute doodle.
yeah.
Nice, Marcy. Very good.
Ooh, that's cool.
Nice.
So many great ones.
Ooh, yeah.
I like the one to the right of that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's cool.
Very fun.
Nice stylization. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Little arrow.
Yeah, that one's great right there.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at
look
this.
I was wondering.
Oh.
Of course.
Nice.
Guys,
Oof.
this guy.
Nice, Doug.
Yeah, awesome, Doug.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at this.
Wow,
Oh, really nice. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
dude.
Great.
So many good ones.
I know. Whoa, that is
Wow.
cool.
That's,
Love those colored
Yeah.
zones on the face. Yeah,
Almost Marshall Arisman-y, right?
yeah, right.
totally.
Ooh, really
Or
nice.
Ventura. Andre
Right,
Ventura.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Really nice.
Oh,
I know who I knew
Nice,
that was.
Randy.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
That's cool.
mhm.
Ooh, that's cool. Nice.
I could click on so many of these things.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Obviously, we all had a good night just painting superheroes.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Do that one.
This I could hear my wife already. So what did you draw? Superhero.
Arrow.
Little arrow.
Oh, that's
that is fantastic.
Oh, process video. Wow.
It's a lot faster than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Some of these are so fun.
Oh my
These are
God.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I love how immediate they are. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smarties.
You know exactly who you're looking at.
Yeah.
hmm
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Felicity.
wow.
You're the champ.
Felicity's maturing here with her
Really
work.
is.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
looking great.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
God.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude,
Very nice.
he's had a good night. We've clicked on every
Yeah.
one of his.
Yeah.
Really
All
nice.
these are great.
Oh, that's good,
Wow.
Jeff.
Chuck.
Chuck, I like your colors.
Just tell me where to go. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Age 11.
11.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Nice.
Terrific, man.
Wow.
Wow.
That
All the-
network of shadows is astonishing.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the low lights on the side of the face really impressed me.
11?
Man.
Jesus.
Ethan, remember this word, scholarships.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
have plenty offers.
Oh, look at that one over there. Oh, that's
Thanks, Randy.
really nice, Randy. Yeah, that one. Look at
Yeah.
that. Huh?
Nice,
Oh,
Grace.
nice.
Ooh.
Really delicate hand
Ooh.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they put that color down first? Like they prepped it? Like it looks like a
I
wash.
don't think like it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does look like a wash.
Yeah, toned it.
Cool.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, terrific.
Man, that is the way to do that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, that is.
so is that a bullet hole right in the middle of his head? In the
That's so
forehead?
hard to do that too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's some brave marks.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
That, my
Oh.
God. How do you do that so fast?
Oh,
It's like an etching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alberto said that was an accident.
with the bullet hole?
Yeah.
It looks like a bullet hole, doesn't
Works.
it? It's great.
That's still a cool piece, man.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
these
cool.
things.
One in the middle.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Beautiful.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, he's here in Lenexa.
That's really nice.
I wonder if I know who that is.
Wow, that's good.
Ooh.
Man.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Oh, that's a nice drawing.
Yeah, that's really.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh, love those eyes that he drew. Look at this.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, terrific.
That is cool.
Man,
Oh,
that is wonderful. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Look, check this out. Very nice.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Ooh,
Really nice.
some motion right there.
Some major action in that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Little arrow.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah. See, sometimes they just lead to nowhere. Nice.
Color. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was looked like Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's cool.
So many good ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice craft.
Yeah.
Awesome name.
Great shapes.
Frickin' artist.
Freaking artist.
Now she always writes. She always tells us her name, and I always replace with frickin' artist. Yeah.
Freaking ass.
We apologize.
I knew that was Chuck.
Oh, that's great, Chuck.
That's
Whoa.
nice, Chuck. Very fun.
That
Look at that.
purple's beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's
Got some color going on there.
yeah.
Wow. Great stuff. Here we go.
Come on, Doug. How are you doing this?
Very quickly.
Wow.
God.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Okay, the one next to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Right,
one.
Marcy.
Ooh.
It reads
That's really
so
good.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, these are terrific. Sienna, very nice.
Nice, Sienna.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, folks really brought it tonight. Yeah, it's great.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love this.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Pretty
cool.
immediate.
Right.
That's very Gary Panther-ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice, Heather.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
These are
Yeah.
all great stuff.
Good motion.
Yeah. I love how these full body running Wonder Woman pieces have been coming out.
Yeah. That
Exciting.
was a hard one.
Yeah.
Very
So many different ways of making these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember who said it, but somebody said they used a different medium for every pose. So I was very impressed.
Wow.
That's awesome. Tough to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool.
That's fun. Okay, I think we're at the end of the rainbow here.
Yeah.
Very nice. Hey, Cassandra and Don and Adam and Bill and Dale, thank you all for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
Thank
My,
you.
my goal was not to ruin
Yes.
Timmy's life for the next few months by screwing up tonight. So I think we got through it okay. It was a very, very fun evening. Thank you all. I hope to see you next week. And I'm supposed to, this is from Timmy. Our short classes, we're signing up next week. Figure drawing, foundations class, and color class with Brent Watkinson.
Oh, color with Brent Watkinson.
Nice.
Everyone should study color with Brent Watkinson.
Oh man, it's an unbelievable class.
That's-
The other two, I'm teaching the other two classes, and I'm pretty happy with those classes. Brent's class is amazing. I go and sit and listen in on Brent's class all the time. It's just awesome.
Very nice stuff. Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, everybody, have a great night.
Have a great week.
Looking forward to seeing Don Monday night.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Excited.
Yep.
Great to see you all.
Yeah, you
everybody.
too, man.
Thank you.